Hey Dylan, it's Tahoe Tony. Thanks for showing interest in the eXp Realty Icon program. I put this little video together. I'll try and make it really quick. I know you're an entrepreneur, so you learn things quick and you're good with computers, so let's get going. Big question, how is eXp able to give back $16,000 in caps and stock to the highest producing agents and still remain profitable? One of the cool things about our company, we are profitable. We don't have any debt. So I'm super excited to be partnering with a company that doesn't have any debt and is profitable. So let's start from the beginning. Why are we so successful? Glenn Sanford, this is the man who is the founder of our company. He had important roles in internet startups before launching his real estate career in 2002. He had a $60 million team, did really well. And one of the big things I really love about Glenn, it shows up in his company in many, many ways. Glenn believed that agents and brokers do the heavy lifting in real estate and deserve benefits of being a shareholder and income based on the level of their contribution. So a lot of real estate companies are designed from the top up. So you've got the owner, and then you got the franchise owners, and then you brokers and manager brokers. And the owner and the franchise owner is the one who make the most money, even though the real estate agent's the one generating all the revenue. So Glenn flipped that model on its head, and I think that's why our company is so successful. Innovation is always happening. So if you look at Blockbuster versus Netflix, Blockbuster was the £5 billion gorilla. You know, they bought up all or put out of business all the mom and pop shops. They were massive. You can go in there and all of your movies were there. I don't know if you remember that. And then Netflix came along, and Netflix, I don't know if you know this, Netflix actually approached Blockbuster and said, hey, we've got this great idea to stream movies and deliver content right to your clients. They don't have to come in the store, and it'll be cheaper without all this brick and mortar. And Blockbuster's like, hey, we're super successful. We don't need help from you. Thank you. And then a couple years later, Netflix started streaming movies in 2007. And then Blockbuster, 3 years later, filed for bankruptcy in 2010. What a crazy story. But that just shows you how fast, anytime, anywhere, cloud-based type businesses are just crushing the brick and mortar. Same thing with Circuit City, Amazon, also Barnes and Noble. Well, I think Barnes and Noble might still be around, but basically on life support, right? And the same thing that eXp is doing traditional real estate brokers. We went from 5,000 agents less than 5 years ago to 85,000 agents. So 80,000 agents have moved over to eXp in the last 5 years, and we're not slowing down, and I'll show you why. Another great example of how being cloud-based gives you a big advantage over brick and mortar. Hilton, they've been around for 99 years. I think this slide is from 2020. Hilton with Tony Robbins. There's my buddy Tony Robbins. I love him as an entrepreneur. Hopefully you know who he is. So he had this slide of one of his events. Hilton was 99 years old. They valued at $18 billion. Very impressive. Super, great to be an $8 billion company, $18 billion company. Airbnb at 10 years old, because they're cloud-based, they don't own any real estate, and they're valued at $31 billion. Now to update the slide, I did this today. 2022, Hilton's value is now at 16.75 billion. And then Airbnb is now at 64 billion. So Airbnb has more than doubled, and Hilton has lost, what is that, maybe 10%, a little more than 10%, about 10%, I guess. That just shows you the power of the cloud-based model. Another great thing with our cloud-based models, we don't have desk fees, we don't have royalty fees, we don't have franchise fees. So when we talk about our 80-20 commission split, that's it. There's no 80-20 commission split plus a 6% national franchise fee and a 2% local, whatever. It's all 80-20 split, and then a $16,000 cap. And that $16,000 cap, that's important. Remember that later when we go to the Icon program, which is coming up right next. Real easy to start up, $149 to start up, and that includes your first month, which is $85 every month. So you get all these benefits, which I'm going to explain to you in a minute, for $85 a month. It's insane. We do have a $25 broker review fee per file, so transaction, and then a $40 risk management fee, which is basically your E&O insurance, and that caps at $500. So very, very inexpensive to do business with this company, because our founder wants you to keep all the money earned as much as possible. So here's the Icon program details. This is what I promised to you. So basically, with the 80-20 split, once you cap, so you paid your $16,000 to the company, if you close 20 transactions after you cap, you'll be awarded Icon status. So what that means is the $16,000 you paid in stock and commissions, EXP is going to grant you in stock in the company. Now, it's not just a gift of $16,000. It's stock in the company, and it's vested for 3 years. And they give you $12,000 when you do a cultural audition, whether you teach a class or do an interview. Those are called iConversations, which are amazing. You can learn so much listening to iConversations every Friday. And if you're an Icon agent, they'll interview you, ask you what you're doing, what makes you stand out, what you're good, and you just talk. So it's nothing, no pressure or anything. It's just you're just talking in an interview. It's real easy. And then you'll get $2,000 for going to the shareholder summit in the spring, and then $2,000 for attending EXPCon, which is the last several years has been in Las Vegas, so it's real easy to get there. And those events are awesome. We had what 7,500 people, just under 8,000 people at the last event in Las Vegas last year. It's amazing the connections and networking you get there, and the amount of information you learn at these events are awesome. So you get a little vacation, you get to write it off. It's fun. More equity opportunities. So it's not just Icon program where you can get equity in the company. On your first sale, EXP is going to give you stock in the company because they want everybody to be an owner in the company. It's very important. This is our founder's vision, is to have all these agents be an owner of their own real estate company. You earn shares when you fully cap. So not only are you going to go to 100%, but now they give you stock in the company as well. And then if you sponsor other agents to come into the company, when they sell a transaction, you get stock in the company too. So if you want to learn more about that, I can teach about that. It's great. And as an entrepreneur, I'm sure you'd be interested because you can actually make residual income. It's awesome. And then the Icon Agent Award, remember, this is what we just talked about. You get 16 grand, and then you got to go within your anniversary year. And then we also have the Agent Equity Program. So if you're like, this stock is doing really well, I want to keep investing, I'm not paying a 5% royalty fee or franchise fee, I'm going to invest that money in myself now instead of paying off some franchise ownership for somebody. So if you want to, you can elect to take 5% of your commissions and buy stock in the company at a 10% discount. So I think that's truly amazing that they're going to give you at a discount as well. So like if you're willing to invest in this company, we're going to give you a break because you work with us as well. So another great program available for you with EXP. These first two, where the company's literally giving you the stock, all that stock is vested for 3 years. So like we're going to give it to you if you're willing to stick around for 3 years and keep partnering with us. The stock that you buy with your commissions, you can sell that the very next day if you need to. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you need to, you've got another investment, or you've got an investment property you want to get, or you want to make a down payment on your first house or something like that, all that's there for you. So it's a great program that our founder has created so that agents have ability to actually generate wealth. So awesome programs. This is when we were on the NASDAQ. We started out as a penny stock a couple years ago. It was 3 or 4 years ago. We got on the NASDAQ and just been growing great ever since. Love that. As a founder there, Glenn, Jason Gessing, our CEO, and some of the other leadership in our company. And then as an entrepreneur, I don't know if you're familiar with Success Magazine, Dylan, but Success Magazine is the oldest entrepreneur type magazine in the country. And we purchased that a couple years ago. So we have Success Magazine because our founder is really into being an entrepreneur and growing and helping people grow. And so every member of the company gets a membership of Success Magazine. So it's really great. Some great articles in there, very helpful. We also have Success Lending. We started with Glenn Sanders, who's had Kind Lending. We partnership with him. So we have Success Lending now. And then we just started Success Coaching this year. And then Glenn, our founder, is like, hey, I've got all these great programs. My agents are making money. They're getting residual income. They're generating wealth. Why do I want them to die at a young age? How do I help them live to be even longer into old age? So we started Success Health. That was just added at our EXP convention in October. They made that announcement. And again, Jarek Robbins is running that. It's super exciting. Here he is. He's leading the Success Coaching, which works closely with Success Health. I'll promise you is bigger business, more freedom, fulfillment, better relationships. So our Success Coaching isn't just on agent production. It's about all around being great in life, getting a gold medal for life, whether it's a business, finance, relationships, family time, spirituality, your health. All that is what our founder thinks makes a successful agent. So our coaching is designed for that. So The coaching isn't free. You do have to pay for the coaching, but it's a really great rate and it's a really amazing program. So also we have healthcare available. We partnered with Clearwater. So they provide amazing healthcare to our agents at really, really, really good rates. I've talked to some people like this is half of what I normally pay and it's better. So awesome. Again, we're one giant brokerage, so we're able to partner with these companies, bringing 85,000 agents instead of most real estate companies are the local or they're a franchise. You've got different franchise owners. So we have the power to do this. It's very and awesome. Another thing, because we have one brokerage, we have a partnership with KV Core. So part of your $85 a month, $50 of that goes to get you KV Core, one of the best CRM and lead generation real estate technology tools on the market today. It's so great. You know about computers. You with KV Core, you can generate as many squeeze pages and landing pages as you want. So you can do one for every property. If you got a different model coming out, you can create a whole landing page with a whole marketing program generated around that. And the most amazing thing is all these leads go directly to your own website. You get to use them for yourself. They don't go through the company. They're not filtered. You don't have to pay an extra 10 or 20% referral to the company because no, these are all your leads. You generate them. You get to work them. And if you get real busy, what I love about this program is you can put people on an auto program. It'll put them on a text program. It'll put them on an email campaign. It'll set them up for property searches, and it uses artificial intelligence. So it's not just a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,200 square foot house. It's like, oh, they like this design. And so it'll like, oh, maybe you like this design. And it'll send things to people and they'll call you on it. And you're like, they'll call you up and you don't even know this program is doing it. And like, hey, Tahoe Tony, this is Rick. I've got this that house you sent me over on Maple Street. I'd like to look at it. And you're like, all right. Hey, Rick, I've got time at 4 o'clock today. Let's do it then. He's like, all right, let's go. And I didn't even do anything, and people are just calling me. It's awesome. So there's also not just properties. You can do things. You can set up a newsletter. You could set up text campaigns. So it'd be like, hey, I haven't talked to you in a few weeks. Give me a call when you get a chance. I'd love to catch up. And people are calling like, hey, Tony, it's Julie. Thanks for the text messages. I haven't talked to you in a while. How you been? And you're like, hey, Julie, great to hear from you. I didn't text Julie. My webpage did. It's awesome. Great for generating leads, taking care of your leads, building your sphere of influence. It's an amazing program, and that's included in your $85 a month. And again, if you've got properties in the market, you can do as many as you want. It's awesome. Cloud campus environment. This is why some of the icon agents love our company. We have no desk fees. You can work from anywhere. I've got people in Costa Rica and they're running their team from Costa Rica. They don't need to be here, but they've got access in the cloud. So it's great. We've got no overhead because of the brick and mortar costs. So that allows the company to give more agent support, invest in tools and technology to support the agents, which is another reason why we're successful. It's paperless transaction. You get instant access to training support in the metaverse. It's awesome. That's the live training right here. We've got 50 hours of live training. You can learn from the industry experts, which a lot of these people are the icon agents because that's part of your cultural admission is you teach a class or you do an interview. And then these are the top agents currently working in the market. So they know exactly what's working right now. The market shifted a couple months ago. They've already shifted the icon agents. So they're teaching classes on what this new market is. It's completely different. So it's not like some of the other brokers where you've got a trainer who travels around the country training and they're teaching stuff that they did 2 years ago. So this works out really well. And a lot of these sessions are recorded. So you could tap into them after hours if you want. So thanks, Dylan. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. For more information, if you want to contact me, there's all my information there. I'm sure you're going to have some questions about this. It's a really amazing program. Nobody's ever done anything like this in the real estate industry that I'm aware of. If you want to prove me wrong, I would love to hear about it. But the agents are coming on here. A lot of them are like you. They're entrepreneurial. They may own other businesses. They've succeeded really well at real estate, and they love all the tools and support that a company gives them. And I didn't even tell you about a revenue share program where you can share the EXP model with somebody. If they join the company, you get referrals from the part that they pay to EXP, the 20% commission they pay to EXP. EXP gives back half of that money to all the agents in the company who help build the company. So as an entrepreneur, that's freaking awesome. I love it. Give me a call. I'd love to talk to you. I'll reach out to you next week to see what you think of the video, and we'll go from there. Thanks, Dylan. Appreciate it.